fan of your work. I've seen a few of your plays now. I saw Lieutenant of Venice more recently, the one with Chris Pine downtown.
Oh, cool. I never got to see it, but I heard
yeah,
it
was
well
good.
done.
It was really good. I noticed, is Bonnie sort of the wee Thomas of this movie, and sort of what is it about cute little animals being sort of the impetus for real trouble?
I don't know. I guess I just like reusing old material. No, I like I guess this, like both of those characters, the character in the play and Woody Harrelson's character in this, they're like out and out psychopaths, but they're terribly sentimental about a pet. So it's just fun to explore the ridiculous of that kind of dynamic, I guess. And it's kind of fun, and it's always nice to have a cute dog in a film.
Now, were there other different types of dogs you were thinking of before you settled on a Shih Tzu? Why a Shih Tzu?
It was always a Shih Tzu. I think they're just the cutest. Bonnie, have you met Bonnie yet?
Not yet. I'm going in right after this.
Really quiet and just fun. Likes the booze and the hookers a little too much, but is always there on set.
Nice.
9 a.m. Yeah. No, I think it's just a cute. And there's one pun in the. There's a lot of puns in the advertising material about Shih Tzus and stuff, but there's one in the film. But it's more the way that the Shih Tzu looks. It's like a little Ewok.
Yeah, it is. Now, not to get too heavy, but you deal a lot with redemption and sort of very, I was raised Catholic, very Catholic themes. I couldn't help but look at the trio of main characters as this sort of like, I don't want to say unholy trinity, but sort of like each one of them kind of represents a different sort of path or looking at that. Can you talk a little bit about that? You get sort of the real true believer, then somebody who's kind of doubtful, and then somebody who's just seems like controlled chaos,
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that so much. But I mean, I was raised Catholic too, and those feelings, and rejected it. I don't know if you have, but those feelings definitely went through In Bruges. Like it's almost all set in purgatory as much as it is in Bruges, and this plays around with, I guess, Christopher Walken's character is Christian strongly, but in a kind of strange he follows his own strange path. Collins, as you said, isn't sure quite what to believe, and to a degree Sam is the crazy like Hellboy. But yeah, I'm like interested in those dimensions in life, so it's always fun to embed them in a Hollywood genre pick.
Now, if you were to give advice to an aspiring playwright, what kind of advice would you give them? Everyone's always asking about filmmakers and all that, but I think it's fascinating that you are really a playwright. It seems to me, anyways, that is as much inspired by movies, if not more so, than other playwrights.
Yeah.
So can you talk, what sort of advice might you give them?
I think, well, they always tell you that there are things that you can do on film that you can't do on stage. I'd say forget about that. Whatever you want to see on stage, write it and let someone else worry about getting it up there. Also, just keep doing it until you're sure that it's really good, and don't send it out until you're sure it's good. Don't take opinions from any of your friends or anyone else until you can completely stand by it, honestly. And then when you do send it out, just take with a pinch of salt whatever criticism come back.